Boom! Kaboom! Alright, I think we're going live now. We're going live? Yes, we're going live. Alright. Alright, so since this live stream is gonna be okay, let me first test out my audio shit. Let me test out my audio. Let me test if my audio is doing well. I know for all we okay, you know what? Yeah, let's test my audio for a sec. Alright, so the audio is going fine, the audio is doing good. Okay, so basically, alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy. It's your boy Flinks. So today we just had one of the biggest collaboration in roleplay ASMR history in like ever. This is the Infinity War of this is the Infinity War of roleplay ASMR, fam. Like, okay, so if you don't know what I'm talking about this, fam. We have what you're seeing in your screen is the biggest, and I mean biggest collaboration in roleplay ASMR history. This is big, okay? This is huge. This is absolutely unexpected. I when I saw the announcement for this, I absolutely was losing my shit. Because I was gone for this and I wasn't able to listen. And for the record, a lot of them were missing because of the YouTube apocalypse is happening, just obliterating everyone. But now we have them back. What's up, man? Spikes and yes, I'm ready. I'm with yo. What's up, Spikes? That's nice. Okay, we actually have someone, someone to join us in this live stream. I know this is gonna be the biggest. Okay, I'm actually excited myself, fam. I'm excited to watch this masterpiece. This masterpiece is just great. I don't even know how to I don't know, pal. All I can say is this is just absolutely enormous. This is I don't know, my vocabulary is running out. But basically, you can see I'm really excited for this. So we're gonna react to this, and I don't wanna compress this into like a 13-minute video. Like if I want to go full on reaction, like from every second, like nanosecond, the way I blink, every body language that I have, I want it to be showcased because why the fuck not? Okay, why the heck not? This is the biggest collaboration ever. It even has okay. Let me see if I can name every single one of them. Okay, so we have Vivi or Vividly ASMR. We have I think this is Lemon Leaf ASMR. This is Varyunia. This is Dude That's Wholesome. This is I think that's Theo Lucia VA if I'm not mistaken. Okay, the blue hair girl. I think I'm a little bit unfamiliar. This one is Varyunia. No, no, no. No, it's teacup audio. Okay, yeah, yeah. This is teacup audio. I'm a little bit unfamiliar. This one is Tomo the Neko ASMR. We have Sugar Waifu or Sugar Chew. Then okay, I'm a little bit unfamiliar. I think I know her. I know her. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know any of these people. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, I'm a bit of. I think I is she. Nah, I think she's still loose. I don't know, fam. I don't know. I've lost it. But this is definitely Casey Kawai. The girl with pigtails. At the bottom of Tomo the Neko. And I'm a little bit unfamiliar. This one is. I think this is Strawberry Milk ASMR. Who's the baddest and your favorite? Fam, I've said this since the beginning. My favorite among all the creators is Sugar Waifu. I've said this from the beginning. When I made a tier list on when I made a tier list on this Sugar Waifu, I've been a Sugar Waifu bias, and I will never change that. You could put up anyone, and my favorite will always be Sugar Waifu. But then again, I do have different favorites for each category. For the wholesome category, I definitely give it to Tomo the Neko ASMR. Okay, so let's check out someone who's missing. You know, I'm not even gonna complain if someone is missing here because this is already expensive enough. Like this is the amount of budget dude that's wholesome must have put into this. Might just be the reason why she can't buy her new PC. She's been going on Twitter about her PC being broken and that she I don't know if she can repair it or not, but if she can't repair it, then I definitely know why. It's because of this video, fam. This is so expensive. If unless they just decided to just jump into this one collaboration, just created this, I do think that this is just I don't know. I don't know how much this is, but doesn't matter. Whatever the cost must be, it must be worth it. I don't really have any complaints as to who is missing here. I do think that my favorite was that again? Mm, oh shit, I forgot. Forgot who it is. Betty VA, yeah, Betty VA. I don't see Betty VA around. Is Betty VA around? Okay, let's check. Varyunya, Lemon Leaf ASMR, Vividly, Nyantails. Oh yeah, Nyantails. Of course, for fuck's sake. I think this is Theo Lucia, and this is Nyantails. I don't know, fam. If I mistook you for someone else, I don't know. Phone VA. Oh, of course it's Phone VA. Of course it's Phone VA. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Blation one we Loon VA. Sorry, like fam. Baby Pink ASMR. Yeah, I think, fam. I just forgot a lot of you. I forgot a lot of these games names. You see, back in my days, I know 90% of these people. I know almost all of them. But now I'm weakening. Okay, I'm no longer in my prime. I'm not in the best condition anymore. I don't have the power that I used to have. But don't worry. Okay, I have returned. I have returned as your roleplay ASMR connoisseur. Really big ups to do that's wholesome. This is absolutely just fantastic. This is art. This is beauty. So we're gonna react to this in a bit, but again, we have to wait and see. We have to wait. So okay, so let's read the description. In this collab audio, we're visiting out childhood stories and taking turns to read our stories one by one. I added rain in the background as our microphones and setups are different. If you're worried about your favorite bee not being in the collab, I have 12 other collabs. I have 12 collabs coming soon. Dude, that's who's. Are you telling me there's gonna be 12 of these? You better, you better, you better have a lot of money in your arsenal. Unless these are free, okay? I don't know if these are free, but I don't know. I don't know. They might be free. They not beating Goku. I don't know about that. Okay, I don't know if they can beat Goku. Maybe the power of friendship if they bond together. Other than Bethy BA and just all of the other BAs out there, maybe they would just beat Goku. Maybe though, just maybe. Okay, so yeah, we have a lot of new faces in this one. We have a lot of new faces. Sugar Chu ASMR. Yeah, I think Sugar Chu changed her name because Sugar. I don't know why she changed her name, but I think she did. Okay, so that okay. Oh look, Cairo is live. Should I watch? I'm gonna watch Cairo. Just kidding, just kidding. You know, we got original arts for us. What a legend. Dude, there's some. Why didn't you have X in here? Don't worry, all projects need a deadline, so I had to stop to a certain point. However, I'm happy to announce I have individual video collabs. Other collabed with before. Marvel Infinity War is the most crossover event. Hold my bro, Cola. Yeah, yeah. At this point, this is bigger. We've been blessed with a full hour and 17 VAs. So who do you want to collab next? Okay, so right before this, I was definitely expecting a dude that's wholesome and Sugar Waifu collab because Sugar Waifu has already collaborated with, let's say, Tomo the Neko and Varyunya. But she's not yet created a collaboration with dude that's wholesome. So I think this is just a jam pack, and this is This is new. Yeah, I think it's time we react to this. Yeah, I think it's time, fam. It's time we react to this masterpiece. Let's get moving. Yeah, let's get moving. Hold up. Here we go, guys. This is it. This is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Okay. Uh, since this is a very, very big collab, I'm not going to be easy. Okay, I'm not gonna be easy on this. I'm gonna go full on Gordon Ramsay on this shit. If I get something, there's something bad, I'm gonna point it out. Okay, just kidding. Let's just enjoy ourselves. This is absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's go. Let's watch. Let's watch.
Hello there, listener. I hope you're all snug as a bug in bed.
I'm not. I'm live streaming.
I have some stories you might like to hear.
Oh, what is that?
However, my story won't be first.
Oh.
I'd like you to listen to my friends. I hope you're able to rest well. I'll tell you mine at the end.
I'm
A
listen.
long way out in the deep
Full
blue
volume.
sea, there lived a fish, not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean.
Okay.
His scales were every shade of blue and green.
Okay, this is definitely binaural.
With sparkling
I'm getting
silver
audios from
scales.
left and right headphones.
The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish.
Rainbow
Come
fish.
on, Rainbow Fish, they would call. Come and play with us. But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. Rainbow Fish, he called.
Oh, this is already Varunia's part. Okay. So this is Varunia's part. I only realized it too late. Okay, so it's about rainbow fish, huh? So you're talking about a rainbow fish. What's this rainbow fish all about?
For me, please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many. You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are? Cried the Rainbow Fish.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, this one is ASMR. So I should be preparing something similar. Okay, so one thing about ASMR is that you don't use headphones, you use earphones for maximum experience. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just wear this. I'm gonna wear earphones. Oh no, my earphones are falling off. I think it's in. It's in. It's in. Okay, let's remove this headphones real quick. Change it up. Oh boy. Okay, let's see if this works.
Get away from me.
Okay, yeah, it's working. It's working. Yep. Yeah, I can definitely feel it. So if there are indeed tingles in here, you can feel it. Yeah, I do not want to waste this opportunity wearing headphones and wasting all of the tingles I could have had.
Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset he told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the
Okay,
stone.
this one has tingles. This one has tingles. Yep. This is tingle approved. Tingle approved by Flinks, the connoisseur of role play so much. Well, yeah, it definitely has tingles in Veruna's part. Basically, the story is, I don't know, I kind of am lost with the story. There's this rainbow fish, and she wants the scales of these rainbow fish. The story, it might be a little bit, okay, maybe it's a big story, you know. Maybe this rainbow fish, was actually her pet fish, and that it died. Okay, okay, maybe it's a very very important story, or maybe this is metaphorical. You know? Maybe I'm just being an idiot that I don't know how to interpret metaphors. But let's go. Why am I being so critical of a story? Because I storyteller. Okay, and I'm a full grown ass man. Okay, fine. I'll just
Starfish,
I'm gonna go easy on this.
I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anyone like me?
Oh,
I can't answer that for you, said the starfish. But
oh,
if you go
I
beyond the
see.
coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you. The rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. I have been waiting for you, said the octopus with a deep voice. The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy. I can't.
Oh, okay. So the story is basically there. I don't know. Okay, I'm a little bit lost in the plot, but I think the story is like the fish wants to become beautiful, but she can't. And then there's octopus to say, I don't know. Maybe I'm lost in the plot. I'm sorry if I if I mess the story up. Oh no, I'm messing up the timelines. I'm messing up the story in the way it should be. The TVA is gonna come for my ass.
The rainbow fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never. How could I ever be happy without them? Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. Rainbow fish, don't be angry. I just want one little scale. The rainbow fish wavered. Only one very, very small shimmery scale, he thought. Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you, thank you very much. The little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed for the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish.
Okay, I definitely lost it. I lost the story. I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. But I think it's about to end. But I think I think the story is basically about a fish who wants to become beautiful. So was envious of this rainbow fish.
Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come and play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friend. Good night, listener. Mwah. Giraffes can't dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe
Is this?
whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked.
Okay, this one is
And
lemon
his
leaf.
legs-
This one is lemon leaf. Ah, I know. I know. I know. Okay, let's listen. Okay. Giraffes can't dance. It really feels it feels annoying that my friend, aka the male hunter, doesn't want to join me in this. He's still sleeping. God damn it! I told him to join me because this is the biggest collaboration ever, and doesn't even wanna wake up. If you don't wanna wake up to the biggest collaboration of role plays, maybe maybe you're not my friend. Yeah, you're not my friend. Let's just continue. Okay, giraffes can't dance from lemon leaf. Okay, so the story is okay. Let's go back a bit. Okay.
Giraffes can't dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe.
Okay.
His neck was long and slim,
Mm,
but his knees were awfully crooked, and his legs were rather thin.
okay, so
He
basically,
was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees,
does he go invisible?
but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees.
Okay.
Now every year in
So he's
Africa,
crippled.
they hold
Kinda.
the jungle dance,
No, he's a wimp.
where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold.
So every animal is dancing, and then the giraffe is just standing there to the point where nobody sees it. Goes invisible. I've mastered the ability of standing still. Then I've become invisible to the naked eye. Oh, that's why the title is Giraffes Can't Dance, because a giraffe has weak legs. Damn, I really need to go back to I need to go back to middle school because I can't read.
The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing, and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh.
Now this becomes
Excuse
Dr.
me?
Seuss shit.
Coughed a cricket.
Some poetry.
I'd seen
type of
Gerald
stuff.
earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song.
Wait, hold on a
Listen
second.
to the swaying grass.
Are these stories real or they just made it up? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna just gonna search. Giraffes can't. Oh, it's real. It is real. Yeah, I'm really a dumb. What is the moral of giraffes can't dance? His chosen giraffes can't dance, teaching the moral of the story. Giraffes can't dance. What is the moral story? It's an important story. Accepting that everyone is different, embracing their own differences, confidence, and self-esteem. Oh, so they're basically reading some child. Oh, the childhood classics. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, so they're all reading a book. Well, I mean, hmm, okay. I see. I see this now. I see. So basically, I'm gonna listen to some children's stories for 1 hour. Okay, let's watch. Oh, I really am pissed off. Come on here. Come on, Milf Hunter. Join me. I'm gonna wake him up. I'm gonna wake him up. Milf Hunter, join. Or your pig. Here. I did it. I did send an alarming message.
And listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make the stream a little bit more fun. Since I don't wanna just stand here and listen to some childhood stories, I'm gonna do something else. Hold on a second. I'm gonna make this stream at least somewhat more entertaining because you're just gonna see me just stare into the stare into my monitor for like 2 hours. No, 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 no. Let's do something. Okay, let's do something. Hold on a second. Okay, alright. What's this? They just released 1. Let's play Minecraft. I'm gonna try and beat Minecraft while listening to this stuff. Oh, no. Hold on. I'm still downloading. Okay, let's continue this while it's downloading.
His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. He threw his arms out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up into the air. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I am dancing, yes, I am dancing, I am dancing, Gerald cried. Then, one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen. How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how."
Mm,
But Gerald simply
I
twirled
see.
around and finished with a bow.
Okay,
Then he raised his head
what's
and
the
looked up
what's
at
the
the
moral
moon and
of the
stars
rainbow
above.
fish? Rainbow fish
"We all
moral.
can dance," he said,
Moral lesson.
"when we find music
Moral of
that
the
we
story.
love." Good night, listener.
The Tiger Who Came to Tea by Judith Kerr.
Okay, that's a deep voice. Who's this? Can I? Okay, I'm thinking. Who is this? Play it.
Once there was a little girl called Sophie, and she was having tea with her mummy.
Who's
in the
this?
kitchen.
Who's this? Who's this?
Suddenly, there was a ring at the door.
No, no, no.
Sophie's mummy said, "I wonder who that
Is this Delush? No! How could I miss that? It's not the. It's vividly ASMR. Oh, okay, maybe that's fair. Of course, it's vividly ASMR. I haven't watched vividly ASMR in a very long time, so I guess I really couldn't recognize her voice. But let's continue. Okay, let's
It
continue.
can't be the milkman,
So this is the tiger who came to tea. Come on, let's watch it.
because he came this morning.
Mm.
And it can't be the boy from the grocer, because this isn't the day he comes. And it can't be Daddy, because he's got his key. We'd
Okay.
better open the door and see. Sophie opened the door, and there was a big, furry,
Oh, a furry?
stripy,
There's a furry? There's a furry here, huh? Oh no. Not the furries.
tiger.
Mm.
The tiger said, "Excuse me, but I'm very hungry.
No,
Do
you're
you
gonna
think
get
I could have
eaten.
tea with you?"
You're gonna get
Sophie's
eaten.
mommy said, "Of course. Come in."
Okay.
So the tiger came into the kitchen and sat down at the table. Sophie's mummy said, "Would you like a sandwich?" But the tiger didn't just take one sandwich.
Oh.
He took all the sandwiches on the plate.
Oh, you
and swallowed
greedy,
them in one
you greedy
big
tiger!
mouthful.
How dare you take all the ration
And
of
he still
food?
looked hungry. So Sophie
You
passed him the
greedy.
buns.
Okay, the
Again,
tiger might be
The
starving.
tiger didn't eat just one bun. He ate all the buns on the
You
dish.
greedy son of a
And then he ate
son of.
all the biscuits
Nah,
and
let's not go there.
the cake.
Fam, can you imagine that? Can you imagine just going to someone else's house? Hey, yo, what's up? Can I drop in and then just eat all your ration of food? Bro, if someone came into my house and took every food that I have, actually, I wouldn't even know what to do. I just stand there. I just look at them, just. Oh. What? Why are you eating all my shit? Nah, as a matter of fact, that probably wouldn't happen. I'm just gonna stand there. Oh shit, my popcorn has been eaten. Yeah, because. Oh, okay, maybe the tiger was starving. I don't know if the tiger is starving or it's greedy.
Nothing left to eat on the table. So Sophie's mummy said, "Would you like a drink?" And the tiger drank all the milk in the milk jug.
Is this tiger gluttony? Is this tiger glut? Is it glutton? Is this tiger gluttony from Seven Deadly? No, not Seven Deadly Sins. My Hero. No, not My Hero. It's Full Metal Alchemist. You idiot. See, I'm getting a lot of brain farts that I'm mixing up all of the animes that I've watched. But anyways, fam. I don't know what's up with this tiger. What is this tiger up to? Why are you eating all of this? He just got an entire set of milk.
And all the tea in the teapot.
All of the tea. See, this one thing that
And then he looked around the kitchen
is it just me or tea
to
is
see what
overrated?
else he could find.
You're just drinking
He
grass.
ate all the supper that was cooking in the saucepans,
You're drinking grass
And all
that's
the
put
food in the
in a
fridge.
hot water.
and all the packets and tins in the cupboard. And he drank all the milk
I'm really gonna kick this
And all the
tiger out.
orange
Yeah, this tiger is gonna get kicked out.
and all of Daddy's beer
Yeah.
and all the
Yeah, you
water.
see, yeah, if I had this
And
tiger up
he
in my house, I'm gonna die,
"Thank you for
okay?
my nice
Not
tea,
from the tiger,
but I think I'd better go
but
now."
because he ate all of our
And
food.
he went.
I'm gonna get beaten up
Sophie's mummy
by
said,
everyone I live with.
"I don't know what to do."
Why did you feed my
Whatever
favorite
Daddy's
chocolate?
supper, the tiger has
Did you know it's
eaten it all.
500?
And Sophie found she couldn't have her bath because the tiger had drunk
Oh
all
shit.
the water in the tap.
What happened?
Just then,
Is my mind?
Sophie's daddy came home.
Where's my Minecraft?
So
Oh, my
Sophie
Minecraft is
and her
here. My
mummy
Minecraft
told
is
him
here.
what had happened,
No, no, no,
and
no,
how
no,
the
wait,
tiger
wait,
had
wait.
eaten all the food and
Hold on a
drunk
second.
all the drink.
I have two Minecrafts
And Sophie's
opened.
daddy said, I know what we'll do. I've got a very good idea. We'll put on our coats and go to a cafe. So they went.
Okay, guys, let's make this more interesting. Okay, alright. Wait. Let me just. Okay, let's just play this.
In the dark, and all the street lamps were lit, and all the cars had their lights on, and they walked down the road to a cafe. And they had a lovely supper with sausages and chips and ice cream. In the morning, Sophie and her mummy went shopping, and they bought lots more things to eat. And they also bought a very big tin of tiger food, in case the tiger should come to tea again. But he never did. Good night, listener.
What? What was that? What was that? What was the point of that? The tiger came in, just ate all of the ration food, and then left. What? Okay, what is the moral of the tiger who came to tea? I'm guessing the moral here is don't let strangers in your house, and if they eat all of your ration, I think it might be best to to, to not give all of your ration. Okay, let's see. For fellow children's author Michael Rosen says, metaphorically, the tiger steals children's vision from our past, an underlying threat, robbing the family of everything they own and disrupting the comforting routine of a young child's daily life. The tiger begins to teach a children's story. Okay, her mother, an anthropomorphized tiger, who invited her in the afternoon tea and of the food they have. The metaphorically, the tiger in Kerr's children's book, a vision from her past, an underlying threat, robbing the family of everything they own. Okay, so the tiger is definitely something negative, because the after you know, after the tiger left, she tried to, or the protagonist thought the tiger might come back, but it didn't. So the tiger just came in to take everything, and some shit like that. Okay, so we're gonna make this somewhat a little bit more interesting. Okay, so you will be here. Okay, the childhood classics, you'll be there. All right. You're gonna play. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm lagging. Oh no, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. I am having frame drops in Minecraft. Can you imagine having... Oh no, that's discussing 15 frames per second? 14 frames per second? Oh my god, this is absolutely horrendous. Ah, it's deafening. Ah, shit. What is this? Why do I have 12 frames per second? This... Okay, hold on. Let's go a game capture. Capture specific window. The window is gonna be Minecraft. Where's my Minecraft? Huh? Why isn't it displaying Minecraft? There you go. There. While we're listening to this, we're gonna try and beat Minecraft. It's called multitasking. Okay, let's continue the video. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna look. Let's see
The
what this is.
Bravest Fish by Matt Buckingham. Far below the waves, a little fish named Stanley lived with his school. They were the brightest, sparkliest fish of all the deep, dark sea.
It's just Theolucia. It's either Theolucia or Phony VA. It's I'm really sorry. Okay, I'm really sorry. Shit! I'm no longer in my prime. All of my glory is now getting behind me. I used to know every one of these. Now I bet if Giorno Giovanna watched this video, he'd know everyone. Like that 1 millisecond of the voice just coming in, he just know it's, oh, this. Yeah, this is Baby Pink ASMR. I wonder if Giorno Giovanna has already left a comment. Is he? Is he? Is he? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh shit! Giorno Giovanna hasn't commented yet. This is impossible. This is impossible. Look. Okay, look. Giorno Giovanna has not yet commented. 4 hours has passed. Funny thing is, we've been blessed. Yada 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 yada. And Giorno Giovanna still hasn't commented. Oh my god! Is it the end of the world? Are we gonna have the rapture? This is unforeseen. I haven't foreseen this event unfold. This is absolutely impossible. It's the apocalypse. We are experiencing the apocalypse, ladies and gentlemen. A video of all the roleplay ASMR collab or channels. Giorno Giovanna hasn't comment yet. Yeah, yeah, it's the end times. It's the end times now. We're doomed. We're doomed. Okay, so it's Nyantel's ASMR. Okay.
One morning,
The bravest fish. Okay, the bravest fish. Okay, let's play Minecraft.
Stanley woke up late. Hello, it's me.
I have 16
he
frames
called
per
out to his
second.
friends,
That's disgusting.
but the reef was strangely quiet.
Come on.
Suddenly, Stanley remembered that today was the day his school swam to the cooler waters for the summer. Jumping jellyfish, he groaned. He hurried to the meeting point
Oh shit.
as fast as his fins could carry him,
Oh shit.
but no one was there.
Wait. The sounds of Minecraft is gonna disrupt the ASMR. Wait. Let me just check. Let me just change this. Why does my Minecraft not have a pointer? This is weird. It doesn't have a. It doesn't. I can't see shit. Okay, master volume. Let's. By show subtitles. Okay, let's have subtitles on. Okay, my frames per second is going 30. Let's go back.
As he looked around, he saw a bright light. Aha! They haven't gone far, he said, and he raced towards the glow. But it was only a lobster, counting coins. Go away. Don't touch my treasure, the lobster growled, snapping his claws. I'm looking for my friends, said Stanley. Fish, the lobster grumbled. Those others were in such a hurry to find someone, they upset my coins.
Oh.
Others?
my
asked Stanley.
shit is so
My
bad.
friends. Join them then, snarled the
What?
lobster. And Stanley sped off.
I don't even know how to play Minecraft anymore.
Ahead of him, Stanley saw a shimmer. He could just make out a bright, sparkly fish. One of his friends. Hello, it's me, he called, swimming faster. Clunk. Stanley crashed headfirst into something hard. Jumping jellyfish, he cried. It wasn't one of his friends at all, but his own reflection, a shiny pearl. Stanley rubbed his bumped nose, feeling a little dazed. He didn't notice a dark shape coming up behind him. When he turned around, Stanley found himself staring straight into the mouth of a huge shark.
Oh, shark. That's scary. Sharks are
Stanley
dangerous.
shrieked. Over coral, under weeds, he sped with the shark snapping at his tail.
Oh no, why is the shark?
Finally, Stanley saw a small hole in a rock below. he dived down inside to just miss being gobbled up. Deep within the cave, Stanley shivered and shook. He felt sad and lonely. He was beginning to think he'd never see his friends again. Well, I can't stay here forever, he said at last. Stanley poked his head out of the cave to see if the shark had left. Jumping jellyfish, he squealed. The sea was a golden orange, glowing and glittering. It was the most wonderful sight he'd ever seen because there in front of him were his friends.
Oh look,
Hello,
the texture changed.
it's me, he called. Stanley, his friends cheered. Where have you been? We've been looking all over for you. And Stanley told them his adventure as they swam off in one bright, sparkly, happy school.
Okay, so there's a school.
Good night, listener.
What? What? Nani? That's it? What was that? What was that? Okay, it's Savage Nami. Okay, I don't know who Savage Nami is. I'm sorry. We're the bravest fish. What is the moral of the bravest fish? The bravest fish moral story. Google is really the Google is gonna suspect that I'm a teacher or something because I keep searching this kids book. Okay, the story highlights the importance of being positive, never giving up, or harnessing strength and bravery. I can't stay in there forever. Sun is a brave fish. It's cool in fish. It's a brave step. Oh, so it's brave. The fish, the brave fish is brave. Wow. Let's go. Okay, so Savage Nami, where the wind things are.
Things are. Story and pictures by Marie Senda. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind.
Oh my god, my Minecraft is lagging so
His
bad.
mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew and grew and grew until the ceiling hung with the vines, and the walls became the world all around.
Oh, so there's tingles. There's tingles.
Private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day, and in and out of weeks, and almost over a year.
The sound is a little bit raw. But
When he came to the place where
but I do like the tingles. The tingles in this audio is good.
terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws, till Max said,
Look,
"Peace,"
a pig.
and he
Let me get your pig.
the magic trick.
I'm going to clap your ass, pig.
All their yellow
Come to me, and I shall.
without blinking eyes, and they
Oh look, look, your daddy just died. Now you're going to see your mother die as well.
made him king of all wild things.
Now your mother is dead and you have to grow up without parents until you become a shonen protagonist and beat the main villain, which is me. Except you won't win.
The wild things off to bed without their supper, and Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world he smelled good things to eat, so he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't
No, I'm gonna die, am I?
out of the weeks and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. Good night, listener. Hello.
Okay. Okay, so basically, Savage Nami has a really good audio. I like the audio. The audio gave me tingles, and it's really good. I think best audio so far.
And it was still hot. Good night, listener. Hello. I'm happy to be here with you right now.
This is a voice I know. And do I even need to say what this is? Huh? Do I even need to say what this is? This is Sugar Waifu. Or Sugar Chew, whatever you want to call it. Okay, Sugar Chew. Sugar Chew hasn't released in about months. Or at least a month, or I don't know, but she hasn't released a video in a long time. Now she's gonna make her comeback in this one. So let's see how Sugar Chew has been doing. Let's see.
Are you ready for another story?
Yes!
Yes.
Yeah.
Today I have with me the book.
Okay, I'm gonna pay it. Oh no,
Oh,
shit.
Redhead.
Shit. Oh,
I hope you enjoy it.
it's gonna become nighttime and I'm gonna die. Okay. I'm gonna multitask. Okay, I'm gonna
The
listen.
story of the little red hen.
Okay, what's the story of the red hen?
Once upon a time, there was a little red hen who lived on a farm. Early one morning, she woke up and went outside. There she found some corn. Who will help me plant the corn?
I will.
Said the little red hen. Not I,
Okay.
said the cow. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the rat. Oh, very well. I'll do it myself, said the little
No,
red.
don't.
And so she did.
Let me help you.
Who will help me water the corn?
I
Said the
will.
little red.
I'm gonna.
Not I, said the cow.
But certainly
Not
I.
I, said the cat.
Blinks.
Not I, said the rat. Oh, very well. I'll do it myself, said the little red hen. And so she did. Now, who will help me cut the corn? Said the little red hen. Not I, said the cow.
Why is everyone addicted to
Not
this hen?
I, said the cat.
Hen is doing all of the hard
Not
work and they're
I,
just standing
said the
there.
rat. Oh, very well. I'll do it myself,
No.
said the little red.
You deserve so much better,
And
red
so
hen.
she did.
Shit, it's gonna become night, guys.
Who will help me carry the corn to the mill? Said the little red hen.
Oh shit, and this lazy
Not
asshole.
I, said the cow. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the rat. Oh, very well. I'll do it myself, said the little red hen. And so she did. Who will help me grind the corn? Said the little red hen. Not I, said the cow. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the rat. Oh, very well. I'll do it myself, said the little red hen. And so she did. Who will help me knead the bread? Said the little red hen. Not I, said the cow. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the rat.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
very well,
I'm gonna throw
I'll
these
do it
guys in the
myself.
trash bins.
said
Now
the little red.
I'm doing
so
all
she
of the
did.
work and they're not even helping a bit. I swear to God, I'm gonna
Who
deliver
helped
them to
me
KFC
bake the
myself.
bread? Said the little red hen. Not I, said the cow. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the rat. Oh, very well, I'll do it myself, said the little red hen. And so she did. Who will help me eat the bread? Said the little red hen.
And then all of them are just gonna say,
I will, said the cow. I will, said the cat.
Of course.
I
No,
will, said the rat.
no, don't give them
Oh,
bread.
no, you won't. I'll eat it myself,
Yeah,
said the little red hen.
let's
And
go.
so
That
The
is a beautiful story. That is a beautiful story. That is a beautiful story. I love that. I
Good
love
night,
that.
listener.
Yes. Now I will love a good night. A good
Bunny
night.
Cakes by Rosemary Wells.
Okay, this one is definitely either
It was Grandma's birthday.
it's either
Max
Tio
made
Lucia.
her an earthworm birthday cake.
BA.
No,
Only
Max,
BA.
said Max's
Damn it.
sister Ruby. We are going to make Grandma an angel surprise cake with raspberry fluff icing. Max wanted to help. Don't touch anything, Max, said Ruby. But it was too late. Ruby sent Max to the store
What
with a
coordinate are
list
we?
that said eggs.
What coordinate are we?
Max wanted red-hot marshmallow squirters for his earthworm cake. So he wrote red-hot marshmallow squirters on the list. The grocer could not read Max's writing.
Okay, we're
Eggs,
at 42.
said the grocer.
60 frames per
And he
second.
gave
Let's
Max
go. Let's go. Apollo.
Max brought the eggs home to Ruby. Don't bump the table, Max, said Ruby. But it was too late.
Ruby and
Ruby
Max?
sent
Is
Max
this
back to
the
store
cartoon
with a
show?
list that said milk. This time Max wrote red-hot marshmallow squirters in a different way.
Ooh.
Max hoped and hoped for his squirters, but the grocer still couldn't read Max's writing. Milk,
Oh
said the
no,
grocer,
no,
and
no,
he gave
no, no,
Max
no, there's
milk.
some scary sound, there's some scary
Max
sound.
brought the
No,
milk
no,
home to
no,
Ruby.
no, no.
There's a yellow line on the floor, Max, said Ruby. You can't step over that
Stop.
line. But
Ya
Max
mero.
crossed the line anyway.
Ya mete.
Over went the flour. Ruby got out her pencil.
Oh look, I got a copper.
Flour.
Oh look guys, it's over. I have
This
the
time
copper
Max
now.
wrote red-hot
Oh
marshmallow
look,
squirters
iron.
in the most beautiful writing he knew.
Got iron.
Max could almost taste the marshmallow squirters. Flour, said the grocer, and he gave Max flour. When Max got home, there was a sign on the kitchen door. Max, the kitchen is no place
Copper
for you,
drains
said
my
Ruby.
powers.
Ruby finished up her cake. She baked it and cooled it and iced it with raspberry fluff frosting. It needs something else, Max, said Ruby. Birthday candles, silver stars, sugar hearts, buttercream roses, wrote Ruby. Meanwhile, Max had a brand new idea. He drew a picture of red-hot marshmallow squirters on Ruby's list and ran to the grocer. He could not wait. Birthday candles, silver stars,
Now, Funny Bee
sugar
has
hearts,
a nice
buttercream
voice.
roses,
It's
said the
their
grocer.
voice is relaxing
What's this? Why, it must be red-hot marshmallow squirters.
and calm.
Ruby's cake looked just beautiful. Max went out and put caterpillar icing on his earthworm cake. Grandma was so thrilled, she didn't know which cake to eat first. The end. Good night, listener.
Chester Raccoon did not want to go to school. He wanted to stay home with his mom and play with his toys. Chester's mom told him that he had to go to school
even though he was scared.
Okay, I'm a little bit unfamiliar with what this is.
She knew he would love school. Chester's mom said, "You will make new friends. You will play with new toys.
It's
and you
Blasian
will read
wannabe.
new books. I have a secret,"
What's your
said
secret?
Chester's mom. "What is the secret?" asked Chester. "It is called the kissing hand," said Chester's mom.
Huh?
Chester's mom
Deep slate? What the
kissed
hell is a
palm
deep
of his
slate?
hand.
What's a deep slate?
Chester's mom said, "When you miss me, press your hand to your cheek, and the kiss will jump to your face."
Oh, look, guys. I came looking for copper and I found gold. Ah, I did the meme.
"I love you." Chester's mom closed his hand around the kiss. She told him that he would not lose the kiss when he opened his hand or washed his hands. Chester loved his kissing hand. That night, Chester said to his mom,
14.
"Give me your
I can
hand."
hear a bat, so there are definitely
Chester kissed the palm of his mom's hand.
something here.
"Now you have a kissing hand too," Chester told his mom. "I love you," he said, and he left for school. Chester's mom watched him go to school. She put her hand to her cheek. "Chester loves you," she thought. "I love you." Good night, listener.
Going on a bear hunt, we're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day.
Who's this?
Not scared. Whoa! Grass.
It's Tomo the Neko. Tomo the Neko's range in voice acting is plenty. Like, she's able to. I didn't even recognize that. I didn't even recognize.
Baby grass. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no! You've got to.
Tomo the Neko ASMR really has range. You know what? Maybe. I'm enough. I have no words. This is absolutely. I keep saying the word absolutely. I'm running out of vocabulary. I know, but it's good. Nevertheless, it shocked me. You know, it shocked me that I didn't even notice it was Tomo the Neko.
To go through it. Swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. A river? A deep, cold river. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no! We gotta go through it. Splash, 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 splash. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Thick, oozy mud. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no!
Is there a bat here?
We've got to go through it. Squelch, 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 squelch. We're
Ha
going
ha!
on a bear
Look what I
hunt. We're going
found.
to catch
I
a
found
big one.
emerald.
What a beautiful day. We're not scared. A forest? big
I found
dark
another
forest.
one.
We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no! We've got to go through it. Stumble, chip, stumble, chip, stumble, chip. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. A snowstorm? A swirling, whirling snowstorm. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no! You've got to go through it. Oh, 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 oh.
No!
Going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. A cave. A narrow, gloomy cave. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. We've got to go through it. Tiptoe, tiptoe.
I have to go
tiptoe.
back up.
What's that?
That's it.
One shiny wet nose. Two big furry ears. Two big goggly eyes. It's a bear! Quick! Back through the cave. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. Back through the snowstorm. Back through the forest. Stumble, chip, stumble, chip, stumble, chip. Back through the mud. Squelch, scritch, squelch, scritch, squelch, scritch. Back through the river. Splash, 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 splash. Back through the grass. Swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy. Get to our front door. Open our front door. Up the stairs. Oh no, we forgot to shut the door. Back downstairs, back upstairs, into the bedroom, into the bed, under the covers. I'm not going on a bear hunt again. Good night, listener.
Done.
Once there were 3 owls, Sarah, Percy, and Bill. They lived in a hole in the trunk of a tree with their owl mother.
Okay, this is definitely Theo Lucia.
One night, they woke up and their owl...
I don't know anymore, fam. I don't know anymore. But yeah, as I was saying, Tomo's voice acting has been improving a lot. That's a real voice actors in the making. Or who knows? Future voice actors. Maybe we can hear it in a Disney show. Who knows?
owl mother was gone. "Where's Mommy?" asked Sarah. "Oh my goodness," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill, but their owl mommy didn't come. "I think she's gone hunting," said Sarah. "To get us some food," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill, but their owl mommy didn't come. The owl babies came out of their house and sat on the tree and waited. "She'll be back," said Sarah. "She'll be back soon," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. It was dark in the wood. They had to be brave. Things moved all around them. "She'll bring mice and things that are nice," said Sarah. "I suppose so," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. "I think we should sit on my branch," said Sarah. And they did, all 3 of them. "Suppose she got lost or a fox got her. I want my mommy." The 3 babies closed their owl eyes and wished their owl mommy to come. Twit, twoo, and she came. Soft and silent, she swooped through the trees to Sarah, Percy, and Bill. "What's all the fuss?
Why is
You
there a
knew I'd
zombie
come
here?
back." "I knew it," said Sarah. "I knew it," said Percy. "I love my mommy," said Bill. Good night, listener.
Hi, sweetheart. I hope you're feeling very well.
Okay, this is Baby Pink.
Today, I will read for you.
Why am I mistaking every single VA in this video? I'm definitely, yeah, I'm gonna retire soon. I'm gonna retire.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So, in the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. "I'm so hungry," said the caterpillar. On Monday, he ate through 1 apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears,
I
but
found
he
another
was
one.
still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1
Found it.
pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache. The very hungry caterpillar then ate through 1 green leaf. He started to feel better. Now, the caterpillar was no longer small. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then
Uh-oh, I heard
small
another
hole in the
scary
cocoon,
sound.
pushed his way out, and a beautiful butterfly came out.
Goodbye.
Sleep well. Good night. Good night, listener.
In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs and 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens
Oh no! Oh no!
and a
No!
little
No!
dollhouse
No! No!
and a
Oh
young
no!
mouse
No!
and
No!
a
No!
comb
They're gonna kill
and a
me!
brush and a bowl full of mush. And a quiet old lady
Rest in
was
peace!
whispering, "Hush! Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. Good night, mittens. Good night, clocks. Good night, socks. Good night, little house. Good night, mouse. Good night, comb. Good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. Good night to the old lady whispering, "Hush." Good night, stars. Good night, hair. Good night. Noises everywhere. Good night, listener.
Brown bear, brown bear.
Wait, I never checked who
What
was
do
it.
you see?
That's Baby Pink ASMR.
Good night. Good night. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. Listener.
I didn't even know that.
Brown bear,
Oh shit.
brown bear. What do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, What do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking
I wanna
at
make
me.
I wanna make a
Goldfish,
Bohemian Rhapsody joke, but I don't know the
what
lyrics,
do you
so I kinda
see?
messed that up.
I see a
God damn it.
listener looking at me.
Could have been funny.
Listener, what do you see?
Minecraft.
I see the reader looking at me. Reader, what do you see?
A squid.
I see a sleepyhead. Good night, listener. Lila Tove.
Camilla Cream loved lima beans, but she never ate them. All of her friends hated lima beans, and she wanted to fit in.
This
Camilla
voice is
was
familiar.
always worried about what other people thought of her.
Copy VA.
Today, she was frightened even more than usual. It was the first day of school, and she couldn't decide what to wear. There were so many people to impress. She tried on 42 outfits, but none seemed quite right. She put on a pretty red dress and looked in the mirror. Then she screamed. Her mother ran into the room, and she screamed too. "Oh my heavens," she cried. "You're completely covered with stripes." This was certainly true. Camilla was striped from head to toe. She looked like a rainbow. Mrs. Cream felt Camilla's forehead. "Do you feel all right?" she asked. "I feel fine," Camilla answered, "but just look at me."
Oh look, it's the pig that I butchered the
"You get back in bed
parents.
this instant." her
Are you
mother
grown
ordered.
up now,
"You're
huh?
not going to school
Are you going
today."
to fight me now, huh? Are you
Camilla was
going to
relieved.
get your payback?
She didn't want
Well,
to
no,
miss the
you
first
won't.
day of school.
No,
She
no
was afraid
payback
of
for
what the other
you.
kids would say,
No payback for you.
and she had no idea what to wear with those
You
crazy
should have trained in the
stripes.
mountains. Oh wait,
That
this is the
afternoon,
mountains.
Dr. Bumble came to examine Camilla. "Most extraordinary," he exclaimed. "I've never seen anything like it. Are you having any coughing, sneezing, runny nose, aches, pains, or uncontrollable twitching?" "No," Camilla told him. "I feel fine." "Well then,"
Oh
Dr.
look,
Bumble
another
said,
pig.
turning to Mrs. Cream, "I don't see any reason why she shouldn't go to school tomorrow. Here's some
Oh
ointment
look,
that should
a
help
zombie
clear
and a
those stripes
spider.
off your
Oh my
face.
god, spider.
If it doesn't, you know where to reach me." And off he went.
Oh look, a portal.
The next day was a disaster.
Get away.
Everyone at school laughed at
Leave
Camilla.
me
Peanut
alone.
Butter, Camilla Crayon, and Night of the
Leave me
Living
alone.
She tried her best to act as if everything were normal, but when the class did the Pledge of Allegiance, her stripes turned red, white, and blue and polka into stars. The other kids thought this was great. One yelled out, "Let me see some purple polka dots." Sure enough, Camilla turned all purple polka dots. Someone else shouted, "Checkerboard," and a pattern of squares covered her skin. Soon, everyone was calling out different shapes and colors, and poor Camilla was changing faster than you can change channels on TV. That night, Mrs. Harms, the school principal, called. "I'm sorry, Mrs. Cream," she said. "I'm going to have to ask you to keep Camilla home from school. She's just too much of a distraction, and we're getting calls from the other parents. They're afraid those stripes might be
no.
contagious."
Oh look, I got a mending sword.
Camilla was so embarrassed. She couldn't believe that 2 days ago everyone liked her. Now nobody wanted to be in the same room with her. Her father tried to make her feel better. "Is there anything I can do for you, sweetheart?" he asked. "No, thank you," sighed Camilla. What she really wanted was a nice plate of lima
Disgusting.
beans, but she had been laughed at enough for
Disgusting.
one day.
Well, yes, I see, Dr. Bumble mumbled when Mr. Cream phoned the next day. I think I better bring in the specialist. We'll be right over. About an hour later, Dr. Bumble arrived with 4 people in long white coats. He introduced them to the Creams. This is Dr. Grupp, Dr. Sponge, Dr. Cricket, and Dr. Young. Then the specialist went to work on Camilla. They squeezed and jabbed, tapped and tested. It was very uncomfortable. Well, it's not the mumps, concluded Dr. Grupp. Or the measles, said Dr. Sponge. Definitely not chickenpox, put in Dr. Cricket. Or sunburn, said Dr. Young. Try these, said the specialist. They each handed her a bottle filled with different colored pills. Take one of each before bed, said Dr. Grupp. They filed at the front door, followed by Dr. Bumble. That night, Camilla took her medicine. It was awful. When she woke up the next morning, she did feel different, but when she got dressed, her clothes didn't fit right. She looked in the mirror, and there,
I thought that was a
staring back
creeper.
at her, was a giant, multicolored pill with her face on it. Dr. Bumble rushed over as soon as Mrs. Cream called. But this time, instead of the specialist, he brought the experts. Dr. Gord and Mr. Mellon were the finest scientific minds in the land. Once again, Camilla was poked, prodded, looked, and listened to. The experts wrote down lots of numbers. Then they huddled together and whispered. Dr. Gord finally spoke. It might be a virus, he announced with authority. Suddenly, fuzzy little virus balls appeared all over Camilla. Or possibly some form of bacteria, said Mr. Mellon. Out popped squiggly little bacteria tails.
Why do it take so long to
Or
kill?
it could be a fungus, added Dr. Gord. Instantly, Camilla was covered with different colored fungus blotches. The experts looked at Camilla and then at each other. We need to go over these numbers again back at the lab, Dr. Gord explained. We'll call you when we know something, but the experts didn't have a clue, much less a cure. By now, the TV news had found out about Camilla. Reporters from every channel were outside her house telling the story of the bizarre case of the incredible changing kid. Soon, a huge crowd was camped out on the front lawn. The Creams were swamped with all kinds of remedies from psychologists, allergists, herbalists, nutritionists, psychics, an old medicine man, a guru,
Oh,
and
shit.
even a veterinarian. Each so-called cure only added to poor Camilla's strange appearance until it was hard to even recognize her. She sprouted roots and berries and crystals and feathers in a long furry tail, but nothing worked. One day, a woman who called herself an environmental therapist claimed she could cure Camilla. Close your eyes, she said. Breathe deeply. Become one with your room. I wish you hadn't said that, Camilla groaned. Slowly, she started to melt into the walls of her room. Her bed became her mouth, her nose was a dresser, and 2 paintings were her eyes. The therapist screamed and ran from the house. What are we going to do? Cried Mrs. Cream. It just keeps getting worse and worse. She began to cry. At that moment, Mr. Cream heard a quiet little knock on the front door. He opened it, and there stood an old woman who was just as plump and as sweet as a strawberry. Excuse me, she said brightly, but I think I can help. She went into Camilla's room and looked around. My goodness, she said with a shake of her head. What we have here is a bad case of the stripes. One of the worst I've ever seen. She pulled a container of small green beans from her bag. Here, she said, these might do the trick. Are those magic beans? Asked Mrs. Cream. Oh my, no, replied the kind old woman. There's no such thing. These are just plain old lima beans. I'll bet you'd like some, wouldn't you? She asked Camilla. Camilla wanted a big heaping plate of lima beans, more than just about anything, but she was still afraid to admit it. Yuck, she said. No one likes lima beans, especially me. Oh dear, the old lady said sadly. I guess I was wrong about you. She put the beans back into her bag and started toward the door. Camilla watched the old woman walk away. Those beans would taste so good, and being laughed at for eating them was nothing compared to what she'd been going through. Finally, she couldn't stand it. Wait, she cried. The truth is, I really love lima beans. I thought so, the old woman said with a smile.
Fight each other.
She took a handful of beans and popped them into Camilla's mouth. Said Camilla. Suddenly, the branches, feathers, and squiggly tails began to disappear. There stood Camilla, and everything was back to normal. I'm cured, she shouted. Yes, said the old woman. I knew the real you was in there somewhere. She patted Camilla on the head. Then she went outside and vanished into the crowd. Afterward, Camilla wasn't quite the same. Some of the kids at school said she was weird, but she didn't care a bit. She ate all the lemon beans she wanted, and she never had to touch the stripes again. Good night, listener. If You Give a Mouse a Cookie by Laura Joff Numero. If you give a mouse a cookie, then the mouse will ask for a glass of milk. When you give the mouse the milk, he will ask you for a straw. When the mouse is finished, he will ask for
Please
a napkin.
don't kill me.
The mouse will want to look in a mirror to see if he has a milk mustache. When the mouse looks in the mirror, the mouse will see his hair needs a trim.
Oh, is this about offering
After
help?
the mouse trims
And
his hair,
then the person you
mouse will
offered
want
help
a
to
broom.
is gonna keep on asking shit?
The mouse
Contentment?
might sweep every room in the house. The mouse will then want to take a nap. You will have to find him a little box with a blanket and pillow. The mouse will make himself comfortable and ask you to read a story. He will ask to see the picture and will want to draw. The mouse will draw with crayons and paper. When the picture is finished, the mouse will want to sign his name with a pen. The mouse will want to hang his picture on the refrigerator, so the mouse will ask for tape. The mouse will hang up his picture and look at it. The mouse will remember that he is thirsty and ask for a glass of milk. With the glass of milk, he will want a cookie. The end. Good night, listener.
How do you hug a porcupine?
You
Can
don't.
you hug a horse?
Yes.
Of course. A cow?
Not a... Yes.
Arms
I can hug a
out.
cow, but I choose to kill it.
That's how
Now it's
a
dead.
dog or
Oh,
cat
look, a pig.
is not so
Going to
hard.
kill it.
Just hug
Dead.
them in your own backyard. Hugging bunnies is just divine. But how do you hug a porcupine?
You don't.
Can you hug some billy goats?
Yes, until you
Just
get kicked.
entice them with a bag of oats. And surely you can hug a pig. Just spread your arms out, extra pig.
But I chose to kill it.
Baby chicks, be sweet, be kind. But
Is this
how
Is this Jacob
do
audio?
you hug a
Oh,
porcupine?
for fuck's sake. I never got anyone
this
right.
prickly fellow won't be easy. My stomach's feeling kind of queasy. He wears a coat of thorny quills. To hug this one will take some skills. A hedgehog is a little prickly. An ostrich is a little tickly. A
Parkour
chimpanzee
master.
will hug you back.
Parkour. Parkour
I've never
master.
tried to hug a yak. A giraffe requires quite a climb. But how do you
Oh,
hug
look, a
a
village.
porcupine? An elephant. Please hug his trunk. I wouldn't want to hug a skunk. A kangaroo?
Skills.
Hop this way.
I just showed you skills.
Don't let the dolphins slip
Sleepy
away.
afternoon.
A
Yes.
panther Probably wouldn't mind. But how do you hug a porcupine?
You don't.
You must go slowly, never hurry. Porcupines aren't soft and furry. His quills defend him from his foes.
Next,
But
how
I'm
to
his
hug
friend.
a jellyfish.
He surely knows. At last, hooray.
Can I
It's
live
finally
amongst you,
time.
please?
This
Let me live
is how
amongst
you
you.
hug a porcupine. Very carefully. Good night, listener.
Wait, how do you hug a porcupine?
Slinky Malinky was blacker than black.
It's finally time. This is how you hug a porcupine. But I'm his friend. Furry. He wouldn't mind. But how do you hug a porcupine? You must go slowly, never hurry. Porcupines aren't soft and furry. His quills defend him from his foes. But I'm his friend, he surely knows. At last, hooray, it's finally time. This is how you hug a porcupine.
What? How do you hug a porc? She just said that because I'm the porcupine's friend. So you befriend the porcupine if you wanna hug it. That was anticlimactic. It is what it is.
Good night, listener.
Slinky Malinky was blacker than black.
Hello
A
there.
stalking and lurking adventurous cat. He had bright yellow eyes,
Villager
a
disagrees.
warbling wail, and a kink at the end of his very long tail. He was cheeky and cheerful, friendly and fun. He'd chase after leaves, and he'd roll in the sun. But at night he was wicked and fiendish and sly. Through moonlight and shadow he'd prowl and he'd pry. He crept along fences, he leapt over walls, he poked into corners and sneaked into halls. What was he up to? At night, to be brief, Slinky Malinky turned into a thief.
Who look a cat?
All
Oh.
over town, from basket and bowl,
Okay, let's now go back to
all
the
over
original
town,
screen.
from basket and bowl, he pilfered and
Woo!
pillaged, he snitched and he stole. Slippers and sausages, biscuits, balloons, brushes and bandages, pencils and spoons. He pulled them, he dragged them, he heaved them until he'd carried them home to his house on the hill. One
This is-
rascally night between midnight and 4, Slinky Malinky stole more than before. Some pegs and a
You
teddy
know what? This ASMR indeed is working in terms of making me feel like I want to sleep, because as of the moment I actually want to sleep. We're gonna do a sleep stream. I'm gonna sleep now, guys. Hopefully there's more story. Yeah, so that I can.
bear dressed up in lace, a gardening glove from McCafferty's place, a tatty old sneaker, a smelly old sock, and Jennifer Turkington's pottery smock. A squishy banana, some glue and a pen, a cushion from Oliver Tulliver's den, a clock and some bottles, a pair of blue jeans, a half-knitted jersey, a packet of beans. He pulled them, he dragged them, he heaved them until he'd carried them home to his house on the hill. Then Slinky Malinky, rascallion cat, piled them up high in a heap on the mat. The glue toppled over and gummed up the pegs. The jersey unraveled and tangled his legs. He tripped on the bottles and slipped on the sock. He tipped over sideways and set off the clock. Crash went the bottles, ba-beep went the clock. Row, 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 row went the dogs on the block.
Where's the barking?
On went the lights, and bang went the door. Out came the family. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, they all said. What a criminal cat! Tomorrow we'll have to take everything back. With a tangled up middle and glue on his face, Slinky Malinky was deep in disgrace. Never again did he answer the call. When moon shadows danced over garden and wall, when whispers of wickedness stirred in his head, he adjusted his whiskers and stayed
Shit.
home
I
instead.
can't get out. My
Good night,
earphones.
listener.
Did you enjoy them? I wonder how many you were able to recall.
I don't recall anything.
My tale is not quite like the others.
Oh, what's your tale?
It runs parallel to you,
What?
listening right now. How
We're gonna
kind
do a
and
sleep
grateful
stream,
we all are
ladies and
for you.
gentlemen. We're
You
doing a
simply
sleep stream.
just listen to us.
Yes.
What stories we have to tell, what role plays we act out. Without you, listener, we are nothing. We know this, but I hope you do too. It's important to know your worth and value. You are worth much more than you will ever imagine, and that's okay. Maybe it would even keep you humble. I think I speak for all of us when I say thank you. Truly, for every little thing you do. You enable so many of us to do what we do. Thank you doesn't really seem like enough right now, does it? I suppose you ought to rest soon, though. Kept you up long enough, have I not? Rest well, listener, from all of us.
Good night, listener.
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 Oh shit, it's done. It's actually finished now. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god. Sleep stream. Let's go. Oh shit. Okay, okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Get shit out of here. Damn it. Just when I was about to sleep, that really took a while, a long while. Oh look, Cairo stream. Come on, let's watch Cairo. Let's watch Cairo. Let's watch Cairo. Oh no, the stream's over. It's over. Why is it over? Why is it done? I missed it. I missed Cairo stream. Damn. Damn. So yeah, anyway, so that's been the Good Night Listener collaboration. To be honest, I'm gonna come clean with all of you. It was a little bit. Hold on a second, let me just quit Minecraft. Minecraft is still running, it's gonna eat up my RAM. There, it's gone now. Okay, so let's talk about the preview. So let's talk about what is it again? Good Night Listener by Dude That's Wholesome. Let's now give our verdict. Okay, let's not give our verdict, and let's, give our thoughts. Okay, so first of all, the idea that they're basically just reading some child stories or childhood stories or something, it's definitely a somewhat somewhat cheaper idea and easier idea because they're just gonna read some stories and they don't need to make their own script, which is absolutely incredible. Yeah, why do I keep saying absolutely? It's just incredibly difficult to do when you're writing a script. You have to do a lot of stuff. I'm quite surprised that Miyuki VA is not in this collaboration because Miyuki is associated with these artists, so it's kind of like surprising how she's not in this. uh shit. This collaboration, oh my god, I'm really sleepy. I almost had a sleep stream, but anyways, so again, it's somewhat of a good idea to add in. It's a good idea to just make it into a childhood story type of thing. I think I missed Casey Kawai's part. What was Casey Kawai's part in this one? Casey Kawai. If you give a mouse a cookie, oh, that's actually so. My opinion on this. Okay, so again, I think it's just good. Okay, I think it's good, and it's not over the top. I mean, it definitely is the biggest collaboration of all time. But there's in the main product itself, okay, there's nothing really that special about it. I mean, it's just a bunch of them, just basically reciting stories. It's basically just, again, they're just reading some stories, and it's compiled into one video. You can pretty much watch several of their videos. Like, for example, I'm gonna go ahead and check Varunia's channel right now. I'm gonna listen to her video, and then I could go to Sugar Waifu's channel right now. I could go to Tomo the Nego's channel right now and listen to her audio. It's just a compilation of them while reciting a story. It's not necessarily a collaboration where they talk to each other. It's just, again, a compilation of them reciting a story. And the story in this one is a little bit, well, for me it's uninteresting because, again, it's children's stories. It's children's story. And okay, and the fact is, I don't know. Okay, I don't know about sleeping or falling asleep to stories, but I can definitely say that there was a tingling sensation that happened between intervals. Like, for example, what was that YouTuber's name again? I think she was Savage Nami. Savage Nami's audio was good. It managed to give me tingles. I'm actually gonna check her out in a few minutes because the audio is really good. The delivery is also good. The voice acting again surprised me because one example of the voice acting surprising me out of nowhere is Tomoe. Tomoe has improved so much from where the last time I used to listen to her. I when I already knew Tomoe, she's already good. Yeah, but when I listened to her just in this video, she's improved so much. I actually didn't even recognize her. I didn't recognize her at all. And
From then on,
okay,
no one would have anything to
and
do with the rainbow fish.
one thing about
They
this
turned
is that
away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales
I'm really
with no one
impressed.
to admire them? Now he
And
was the
I guess for
loneliest
the overall,
fish in
again,
the
overall
entire
quality, it's good.
ocean.
The
One day
the
he
voices
poured
are,
out
are
his
just
troubles to the
okay.
starfish. I
Again,
really
they're
am
basically what I
grateful.
said earlier. They're just a
Why doesn't
compilation of
anyone
each
like
other's
me?
videos. And
I can't answer that for
I guess
you,
for a first,
said
okay,
the
this is the
starfish.
first ever
But
massive
if you go
collaboration.
beyond the coral
And I
reef
guess
to a
this
deep
would
cave,
go, I guess just
you
okay
will
as a
find
first. Wait,
a
hold on a
wise
second. Is Teacup
octopus.
Audio even in
Maybe
this?
she can help you.
Teacup Audio, Teacup Audio, Teacup Audio, Teacup
The rainbow
Audio,
fish found the cave.
Teacup Audio,
It was
Teacup
very
Audio.
dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then
What?
suddenly,
Teacup Audio isn't in there?
two eyes caught
Okay,
him in their
that was
glare,
surprising.
and the
Stream
octopus
there.
emerged from the darkness.
Okay, so again, for a first
I have been
ever
waiting for
massive
you,
collaboration,
said the
I can definitely
octopus
say
in a
that
deep
this gets
voice.
a pass. You know,
The
again,
waves have told me your
it's
story.
their first time,
This
doing
is
this
my
massive
advice.
project wherein they're
Give a
gonna
glittering
basically read
scale
childhood
to each
classics or
of the other
childhood
fish.
stories, which
You
again, the
will no
content
longer be
itself,
the
it's
most
not
beautiful
really my
fish in
taste.
the sea,
The
but
the
you will
childhood
discover
classics, it's
how
not
to be happy.
my thing.
I can't,
But
the rainbow fish started to say.
the quality of the
But the
audio is good.
octopus had
The
already
delivery
disappeared into a dark cloud
of the stories are also good. I mean, there are
Give away my
expressions and all of that
scales,
stuff,
my
and basically
beautiful
voice
shining
acting,
scales.
and it's very
Never.
present in this
How could I
video.
ever be happy without them?
Bam!
Suddenly,
I don't
he
think I
felt
need to
the
give
light
a
touching
thorough
his skin.
review of
The
this
little blue
because
fish was
again, I
back.
already gave my
Rainbow
my
fish,
thing on it. I
don't be
already
angry. I
said that
just
again,
want
it's just a
one little
compilation,
scale.
which
The rainbow fish wavered.
I just think
Only one
I guess it's
very,
fine.
very small
Did it
shimmery
live
scale,
up to
he
my
thought.
expectations?
Well, maybe I wouldn't
Okay,
miss
so
this.
when I first heard about
Carefully, the
this,
rainbow
Goodnight
fish
listener,
pulled out
reading
the
childhood
small
stories.
scale and gave it to the
I thought I thought they were gonna
Thank you.
basically tell
Thank you
stories.
very
Like
much.
it was
The
like,
little
let's say, a
blue fish
podcast
bubbled
type of thing.
playfully
Yeah, I
as
thought
he
they were
tapped
gonna
the shining
release some
scale
stories
on
of their
his
own.
glue.
Like for example, they're
A
gonna
rather
narrate
peculiar feeling
their
came over the
childhood
rainbow
stories. I
fish.
thought it was gonna be that because I
For
saw
a long
childhood
time,
and
he
reading
watched
childhood
the
or
little
stories.
blue
I thought
fish
they were
swim
gonna
back
read
and forth
or
with
they're
his
going
new
to narrate
scale
their childhood stories,
glittering
which
in
was
the
something that I
water.
expected. It would have been fun
The
or something
little
like
blue
just
fish
hearing about them talk
hissed
about
for the ocean with his scale
or
and
reminiscing
watched. So
about
it
the
didn't
old
take long
times
before
and
the
just
rainbow fish
being
was
wholesome.
surrounded by the other
I
fish.
thought that we were gonna get
Everyone
that,
wanted
but
a
apparently we
glittering
didn't. We
scale.
got childhood stories,
The rainbow fish shared his
and
scales left and right,
I think that's the
and the more
only
he gave away,
how should
the
I
more
put it? I think it's the
delighted he
thing that I
became.
didn't expect.
When the
And
water around him filled with glimmering
let me think for a
scales,
bit. Let me
he at
think more.
last
Okay,
felt
I'm
at
just
home
rambling.
among
Let me
the
let me
other
let, let me
fish.
use my intellect for something
Finally,
good.
the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most
Oh
prized
shit!
possession.
It's playing. It's playing. Oh, it's playing. Why is it playing? Okay, it's gone now. So, okay, okay. Let me use my brain. Let me think. Okay. All right. So let's go back from the beginning. Okay. So when I usually rate these ASMR or role play type of stuff or basically audios, I usually start with what genre they are or what category they fall in. And this one falls into the storytelling category because you can look at some uh, audios, you can find about four categories. Number one is just relaxing audios. The relaxing audios are basically just meant for relaxing, like for example, lemon leaf ASMR, she makes relaxing audios where the main focus is going to be the ASMR and the ASMR self, the tingles and stuff. That's the main focus of the relaxing ASMR. And then the second one is the wholesome ASMR. Basically it's storytelling, but it's more of like a direct storytelling that's meant for you to feel wholesome about it. For example, an example of this video is a confession ASMR or basically a tsundere ASMR or whatever it is. basically, if it feels wholesome and it's something to make you feel good about yourself, or it's to bring you up or to cheer you up, then it's a wholesome type of ASMR. And then the third one is the lewd ASMR, which is now extinct. By the way, it's extinct now. You can't find any on the platform. And the fourth one is just storytelling. An example of this is Yandere ASMR, because I don't know where that particularly falls in, or what category Yandere ASMR falls in, because it's not wholesome. You're literally being tied into a chair, and there's not any lewd in it, because because if it was, you'd already be banished by YouTube. So it's not lewd, it's not wholesome. Is it relaxing? No, it's not relaxing, because there's not an ASMR aspect in that, but there is storytelling, and I do think that that is where this category falls in the storytelling part. But in a way, I wouldn't really put it in the relaxing category. I mean, I did say that, let's say, what was this again? Savage Nami had a great audio. It was really relaxing, and it was just music to my ears. So uh I did say that it was relaxing, and all of that. But here's the problem when you add in relaxing with with storytelling. Because usually, if you're looking for relaxing type of ASMR, it's for you to fall asleep. And I think the goal of this is for you to fall asleep, which there are definitely two ways of falling asleep to an ASMR. Number one is feeling its tingles and feeling the audio, the crisps of the sounds, feeling the tingling sensation, which helps you relax. That's one way of falling asleep to it. And the second way of falling asleep to it is just listening to it and just falling asleep, because I don't know. Okay, there are people who watch TV and then fall asleep immediately that way. And I do think that the way I might fall asleep to this is the latter. I'd fall asleep to this because there's just something that I'm hearing. The audio definitely it has some tingling and an ASMR aspects in it. But the overall, as in a package, it's not really that it doesn't really fall into the relaxing category, because there's just a voice actress just doing voice acting and just delivering the story again with emotions and stuff. That's that's where some of them falls in. So in a package or in a video, if I'm feeling, like, for example, in this time I'm feeling tingling sensation, I'm feeling audio and all of that stuff, but then the next part, in a couple of minutes, it's gonna disappear, because it's now a different person doing, well, a different execution with a different setup. So breaks that it pretty much breaks the relaxing part. Like, for example, you're hearing all of this voice, you're feeling the tingling, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Now she's done. Now we have another person in the mix, and this person is talking in a way and you just don't like, or the person talking next isn't your taste. So I guess the downside of this collaboration is creating the overall product, well, where instead of you falling asleep to it, you only fall asleep to one segment of the video, which gets overshadowed by the next segment or the next VA, which kind of ruins your experience or your goals in falling asleep. The point is, it's too it's too different. Okay, there's a lot of variety going on within the voice actors and the audios that they produce. It's a bunch of different stuff jam packed into one video. So I guess in falling asleep, I don't think it's gonna work, but it might work in a fashion where again, like I said earlier, you could just listen to it and just fall asleep and doze off. Well, one thing that I can definitely commend here is, despite the fact that they all have this variety, all of them kept the standard of, you know, thinking that this is an ASMR for people to fall asleep into. This meant that there is no screaming, or at least, wait, was there screaming in this one? Hold on. let me play back Tomodaneko's.
Splash, 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 splash. We're going on a bear hug. We're going catch
Oh
a fish.
what a dumbass.
What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Mm-mm. Thick, oozy mud. We can't go over it. We can't go under it.
No.
Oh no.
Anyways, they still kept the tone in a way where it's still ASMR-ish. You know, they weren't doing any of these over over the top voice acting where it hurts my ears. None of them did that. So I guess it's a positive side of this is that they kept the premise that this is an ASMR for people to fall asleep into, so make it as relaxing as possible with also adding in a lot of voice acting. That factor definitely it worked. It worked. Okay, they knew what they were doing in that particular aspect. But again, the overall package it can get really different from each other. But I think dude that's wholesome already acknowledged that they have different ticks, so she added in a rain sound effect. So the stories again. So let's now break these down. Okay, the story part or the content of what they're talking about. It's not my thing. I didn't like it. It feels like I'm watching. It feels like I'm listening to a Darman video. But again, it's a childhood story. Okay, which which is really bad. When I hear childhood stories, I don't. I don't know. I just get an itch. I get an itch. Like for example, oh great. I don't know. It just grinds my gears. I don't like childhood stories. Am I old? If I'm too old, then I should be reminiscing about this. But no. So I hate childhood stories. Childhood stories overrated. And maybe the fact that I don't know a single one of these stories kind of also pissed me off because why don't I know a single story? But I did understand some of the stories in here. I did, I did like some. I did remember some. Like for example, what's it? The red hen from Sugarachu, and then what else? The tiger, the tiger that ate every shit in the house. I definitely remembered some, and they all had, and some of them had their unique performances that I was able to, to that was able to capture my interest. So okay, I think is that all? Is that all? Hmm. Will I be looking forward? Will I be looking forward to another massive collaboration? Okay, yeah, this is the question that might be this is the question that I might be able to answer well. So would I be expecting another one of these collaborations? Well, obviously yes. I want another one of these. I do think that this is great. It's fantastic, and the fact that there's camaraderie going on within these channels within the community. They're reliving the community. For once, I thought the community was dead or somewhat dying because a little bit of a reminder here. Uh, if you're following these people, don't go to Twitter. Don't go to Twitter. If you want to keep the healthy environment and the community, don't go to Twitter. Don't go. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. What I was trying to say is that again, this is a good activity that relieves the community in a way. We're getting to see other faces, no, not faces, voices. We're getting to recognize other faces in which they're getting exposure. Like I said earlier, Savage Nami's audio was great in this one. I feel like checking her out and checking her videos out. And yeah, this is a good project. This is a great project. Did it deliver or did the hype deliver? Well, I again one thing is that I completely wasn't expecting the fact that they were going to read storybooks for children, so that was a little bit underwhelming for me. The content itself is not my thing. Okay, it's the content or the lines that or the story. Okay, the story that they were delivering, I didn't like it. Again, I hate childhood stories. I don't really hate it, I just don't like it. uh, so that's pretty much the downside of this whole collaboration. Maybe if, okay, this is just my opinion, okay, but because again, this is just my opinion because I don't like children's stories. Okay, I don't like children's stories. Hate it, hate it. It's just something that my little brother should be listening to, but not my thing again. So it was kind of hard to pay attention to what they were saying because again, I didn't like what I was hearing. If you don't like what you're hearing, you probably won't pay attention to it. So that's really the one thing that brought, or the disadvantage of this one, because I didn't like stories or reading books of children or listening to books of children. I couldn't pay attention to what they were saying and what they were doing, and because of that, I played Minecraft. I played Minecraft in the middle of listening to the greatest collaboration in VA history. So again, I think that's the downside of it. You know, the fact that I don't like stories of children, and then they did just that. So I can't. It was hard to pay attention to. The ASMR aspect also, it doesn't work because again, they have different people in this, the setup, they're all different. If you feel tingle in this one segment, it immediately changes up to another segment. This is the reason why I don't like listening to just ASMR channels. Like if you search ASMR and then you see like a 1 hour video, you click on it and then they change the sounds too quick. They're gonna give you the sound of like ear cupping, right? And then 1 minute later or 2 minutes later, they're gonna change that into just doing this brush or something. Just doing this shit, and then all of a sudden they're just gonna do some ear cleaning, and then the next 2 minutes they're gonna do some, I don't know, some of this shit. Basically, it changes too much, and that's really what grinds my gears in the original ASMR type of thing. So changing, or a lot of too much changes, can grind my gear real quick. You know, like I could just listen to three sounds in one video and that's already fine. So again, the downside of this is the fact that the reading things that I'm not particularly interested in, so I couldn't listen to it. The second thing is that the amount of people in this video is, there's a lot of people here. So what caused that is a lot of different audios and a lot of different things. It's too varied. There's a lot of different things and different audios that you hear. So again, that's another thing that grinds my gears. And the third one is that, wait, is there a third one? Okay, so I couldn't pay attention to it, and there is it changed, the change of audios. Yeah, I think those are the only problems and concerns I have with this one. Yeah, those are the only concerns I have. Those are the only negative for this video. Again, each of them delivered their lines good. They were all great in this audio. Some are more recognizable and some are, some captured my interest more than the others. But again, I can't really give you an insight to why they captured my interest because again, I couldn't pay too much attention because of the content that it has. And I guess in a way I could say that it kind of bored me a little bit. Again, that's because of the fact that they're children's stories and I don't like children's stories. So that was the downside of it. I feel like that's really what caused majority of the problems I had with this video. So that's my honest opinion on this video. I do think that if they changed up the content a bit, like for example, they did something like let's say they talked about something else, really just something else, not children's stories. They could narrate a Dharman video. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's more interesting. I could have paid attention more, and I wouldn't be, my mind wouldn't be waging wars. But flings, wouldn't constant rambling mean that you would just fall asleep because you don't pay attention and you get bored, and by getting bored you fall asleep? Well, not exactly, because if I get bored, I get pissed off and I want to try something else. So it really awakens me even more. So again, it's counterproductive. So will I use this? Will I watch this video to fall asleep too? Maybe. Okay, that's a maybe. I might try it later at night. I might. Okay, I might. With the possibility that I will not get pissed off by the childhood stories. I didn't. I didn't have stories read to me when I was a child. And I'm not particularly sad about it. As a matter of fact, maybe I'm happy about it because I don't know, fam. Why do I hate children's stories? Yeah, I really didn't have a childhood, didn't I? But will I what will I be looking forward to in the next audio? Okay, so if there was if dude that's wholesome decided she has enough money to fix her computer and to do another one of these, I think that it should be, you know, it should be a lot more interactive, like, because what other audios do better than this collaboration itself. Like for example, one example of this is mm, the okay, let's just name one that you guys are very familiar with, the Tomodo Neko ASMR and Sugar Waifu collaboration, which I actually have a video on it. I'm gonna just search down. Just search Tomodo Neko Sugar Waifu collab, and boom, it's gonna pop out. Basically, my friend and I reacted to that, and it was really great because it was engaging. You know, it engaged the reader, and you know they were talking to each other. In this one, again, it's a compilation. You're listening to basically short segments of them talking, or it's like you're watching a YouTube shorts of their videos. You know, and you know that's the negative aspect of this in my opinion. But nevertheless, okay, that's one thing that can be changed in the future. Massive collaboration. It's the fact that they could try adding in different content and make it a little bit more interactive with the readers and with themselves. Like, for example, they're talking to each other like, "Hey, Vari, I heard you wanted to play Amogus or something like that," and then Baby Pink ASMR tries to jump into the conversation, and then Sugar Wife and Tomo the Nico are just cats in the background, just meowing constantly. You know, some shit like that. Yeah, not exactly like that because that would be disastrous, but you get the point. There's going to be more interactions going in, so it's gonna be a lot more fun. So, so that's definitely note one. Okay, I already provided some notes in the previous one, the negatives of this video and the positives of this video. So I think I'm gonna put this. Okay, no. I'm gonna summarize this later on because I think there's more things that they could add to the next one. So not only can you make it more interactive and also have a different content, because again, childhood stories, they're really hard. They make my ears bleed. So I guess a different content might work. Like for example, just them talking about, I don't know, man. It could be a daily anime plot or something. They could redo a famous anime scene, and they just talking about it, or you know, anything could work. Honestly, just not childhood stories or not stories that would piss me the fuck off or make me wanna put it to my little brother like, hey, I heard you like children stories, huh? Okay, go listen to this. No, shut up. Shut the fuck up, okay? You're going to I'm gonna shove these earphones into your ears. You listen to it. Shut up. Like, you know, I could, you know, I don't wanna I don't want it to be like that where I like it feels like I'm not the one who should be listening to this. You know, it feels like someone else should be listening to this because you know I know these people, or no, I know what they create. Yeah, I think that's a better way of phrasing it. I know what content they make, and you know, for example, when an example of this is no, actually, I haven't checked out their content in a while. But let's say, okay, for example, Lemon Leaf ASMR. Well, Lemon Leaf ASMR is a relaxing type of ASMR channel. For example, nah, fam. Yeah, I also that's also one of the hardest things about this is that they are so different. Their channels are so okay. They may all be VAs or roleplay ASM artists, but they still have their own niches. They have their own categories. And like I said earlier, they have, like, for example, there's a relaxing channel, there's a wholesome channel, there's a story channel. So all of them with their different niche just jam packed into this one video. I do think that maybe just maybe, okay, Dude That's Wholesome is a genius for doing this, for all of them to just, recite a story. Because there are a lot of these people have their own strengths that could have been used, but it was limited. It was limited to just reading stories. But then again, I think it's a good way to start things off. This is a bar. This is the first bar which can be definitely exceeded in the next grand collaboration. So, okay, is there anything else that I want to add or I'm looking forward to in the next one? Hmm. To be honest, not really, fam. Not really. Not really. I think that's all. I think that's all that I'm looking forward to in the next massive collaboration. Number one, okay, let's go with the pros and cons. Okay, so the cons of this video, okay, this is gonna be a summary, right? The cons of this video is that there's too much people, and too much people creates more short segments. Short segments are bad because again, it changes things too quickly. Like for example, you're listening to this and this particular segment is relaxing for you, but it's so short that it ends quickly, and then you have to proceed to another one which is completely different from the one you enjoyed, and then another one which is completely different, and another one. If the goal is to fall asleep, it needs to be as easy as it is. If it's just for falling asleep, yeah, I bet ASMR really is for falling asleep and just for feeling calm. But if it's just falling asleep and just, I'm gonna get on my bed, just plug in my earphones and just sleep. Yeah, it needs to be as convenient as possible because I don't wanna open my eyes to check this shit out. Okay, I'm skipping that. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna skip this. Boom. Yeah, that's really, really difficult. The second con of this video is that the story and the content. I don't like the content. If it gets me bored, I don't like the story thing. It's kind of boring. And the third one, it's just a compilation. It's a compilation. It's not. It's just again, like I said earlier, you could take out some clips from their videos from their several different channels, and you could just jam pack it into one video, except they all say "Goodnight, listener" at the end of their lines, and they all said "Goodnight, listener" around the end of this video in the outro part. Those are the three cons of this video. The pros, or the pros in this video is that number one is, again, it's jam packed, it's collaborative, and I guess the storytelling aspect is genius. All of them, they all have different niche and categories, so them just agreeing into this one category where they could just voice act, I guess that's good. And the second pro is that they all have good audios. Okay, the audios are not deafening, they don't kill my ears, so it's really good. And again, there are a lot of interesting and good delivery in this storytelling. So those are the pros and cons. Now the things that could be improved in the next one is a number one, again, make it a little bit more interactive. Like for example, you guys interact with each other. It doesn't even matter if you don't interact with us readers. I don't really care, but you guys interact with yourself. Like for example, for you, go talk to Dude That's Wholesome. Sugar wife, go talk to this person. Casey, go, I go talk to this. Like for example, that could work out. That's entertaining enough. Because that feels like it's an actual collaboration. That feels like they're really talking to each other, they're really collaborating, and not just their parts being just put into this package and then just give it to you, like, and then you receive several. It feels like a package. It feels like a a package with different contents inside instead of a package or an overall package. It feels like you're being delivered a box with a calculator, alarm clock, PS4 controller, an Xbox, and shit like that, instead of a mobile phone, which basically has all of their features or something. You get the point. So again, they could have been more interactive they could be more interactive in the next massive collaboration that they could do. And okay, so again, they could be interactive stories. Yeah, this all yeah, also this one thing that could be improved. The stories, definitely it could be changed up a bit, something interesting. Again, doesn't even need a good story, just a good interaction and good audio, I guess, in a way. But again, I do think that that might be a little bit difficult to attain because they all have different setups and they have different audio quality. So doing things like that might be difficult, or more, it might be just more difficult than it might just be easier said than done. Because again, they all have different things. And imagine if I did talk like this, yo, what's up? So how did you do? What is your lunch today? And then the next person is like, oh, it's fine. I had a burger in my fridge. It feels absolutely, it feels different to each other and doesn't feel good. But then the positive is that they all had good quality sounds. Their quality definitely didn't change too much. They were all enjoyable, and they were all listenable. So it doesn't, or the quality of the audio doesn't vary too much. Get it? Vary. So yes, okay. Again, as I was saying, it's a good. They all have good quality audio, so that isn't really much of a problem. They're all delivering, and these ASM artists are all known, so they pretty much have their own setup. They all have good setup in this, by the way. They have good setups, and it doesn't even matter. They could do some wonders about it, like, oh, I'm in a forest, I'm in a magical forest, and I can't talk to you. Or they could be in a phone call. Whatever works, fam. As long as it's interactive and the story is somewhat interesting, or the content of what I'm actually listening to is interesting, it's all good for me, fam. It's all good. It's really, I'm gonna be content with it. And the third one that could be improved is, other than the story and the interaction type of stuff, I guess they could improve on. Actually, no. Okay, I was gonna say they could improve on the duration and the pacing. And for example, it doesn't change up too much. I don't think it's gonna happen in this one. But let's say, okay, let's see. Let's try to visualize what could be the next type of video. So those things that I said are the things that could be improved, and the pros and cons. But let's try to visualize what could be our next one. So I guess what could work out is, like, for example, a there's so many people in this. Yeah, I guess that's also one problem here. I think there's too many people. Yeah, there's too many people in this one video. I guess what could work out is do this Wholesome could create like a series, and then these series are just collaboration. Again, I think she's gonna collaborate with 12 more people. She could make like a series, and in this series it's just them talking, or just segments of them. Like, for example, episode 1, I dropped wine on Varyunia's shirt, and now I have to clean it. Then the collaboration is just basically them arguing. Why did you spill wine? And then they encounter a VA on the way to their. It could be anything, but it really could be anything. As long as they're interactive, they're fun and the relaxing. And the relaxing part, it's a little bit harder to attain because again, you have to get the tingling sensation. It's hard to attain, and yeah, but those are things that are complicated enough. So I guess let's just keep things simple and start with the things that could have been improved. Because I'm pretty sure they're talented enough and they're smart enough to maximize their creativity. And these people, these ASM artists aren't called ASM artists for no reason. They'd find a way out of this. They find a way to make this 10 times better. So I guess that's just my review of it for now. Again, make it more interactive, and the content of the story could have been better. So yeah, that's pretty much my review of this one. I think it lasted for about 30 minutes. My review in this one lasted so long. But if there were some things that I said that didn't make sense, go ahead, put it in the comment section down below. Maybe I'd reply to it and maybe I'd understand it. Just make sure you point out what exactly it is. This video is 2 hours long. This stream is 2 hours long. It might be a lot more difficult to look back. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all. I did my review. Okay, so what's my overall score in this one? I think no, I'm not gonna give an overall score for this one. Come on, do I really need to give an overall score for this one? Okay, fine. 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. What am I gonna give this? Again, it lived up. I guess in a way, it lived up to my expectations. There's a lot more potential for this, so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. 5 to 6 out of 10 is going to be my ratings for this. Again, what I couldn't pay attention to what they were saying, so it's really difficult. It was really difficult to pay attention to, and if I don't know a lot of things, it really was difficult to rate this. So don't trust my numerical ratings on this one. The numerical ratings are just numbers I throw when I feel like it. I feel like this is a 5 to 6 out of 10 type of audio. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Again, big ups to the people who joined this. And as dude that's Wholesome said in the last part of the video, she said in the end that she said in the end that if it weren't for us, she wouldn't do it. Yay, that's good, that's happy noises. mm. Which is true, which is time to say that I guess they really nailed this one. They really nailed this massive project. It did have some flaws, but it's their first time. Okay, it's the first time. No, they can't, or a lot of people can't do great in their first time. Okay, unless it's planned thoroughly. But this one, I think it's just a really overwhelming project. Like, can you imagine hitting up 16 other people to join in a massive project? See, this is really overwhelming, and this is a massive project. So big ups, good job to everybody who participated in this one. They did execute their part well. I guess in a way I did enjoy this experience, and yeah, I guess I could say you're welcome and thank you, and you're welcome to these videos because they definitely are doing good just to to their content. They're improving their content, and they have a good community. Just don't go to Twitter. They have a good community. Just don't go to Twitter. Don't go to Twitter. It's gonna. It's no. Just don't go to that. So again, if you're still watching up to this end, well, that's it. That's gonna be my review for this one. That's gonna be the episode. It's 2 hours long. My review is 2 hours long. Well, I'm gonna change the title. Goodnight listener reaction and review. 2 hours long. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks to everyone who dropped by and left things in the chat and stayed with us. Even if we started playing Minecraft in the middle of this session. I might talk for like 1 hour. I could be in a VA and just me talking 1 hour. Just kidding, I'm not a VA. The best VA you're gonna get is I Got ASMR, which is not here, by the way. I miss the I God. He's not here anymore. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today's episode. I will see you in the next one. Sayonara. And